This is not my usual video, but this is something I've been wanting to make a video on for a while now. It is something that has weighed on my mind for so long because clearly this information only being available on stuff like Discord is not enough. So that's why I'm putting all this information out on YouTube so that the most people possible and the widest audience can see it. There's no point in an introduction to me or GreenDude because if you've been a part of the Pizza Tower lapping scene, you've likely seen videos from me or him. In either case, though, there's a few things I want to highlight in this video about GreenDude, and the first thing is about some stuff that happened on one of his streams a bit ago. On one of his streams, he got donated $200, but then had to ban the person because of the likelihood that they were a kid. But you see, this is the exact kind of thing that GreenDude wants, or should have expected. GreenDude is a very greedy person in a community full of young people. When GreenDude first got memberships, he made a video which was basically him just begging people to join his membership. And his membership prices were also insane. 100,000 Colombian pesos. Now, currency conversion between US and South American countries can be a bitch, so let's convert that to USD and see what it is. $20? That is extremely bad. Now, his membership prices have been changed since this, but the fact he even had that option originally is scummy. GreenDude is a kid himself, so he of all people should know how young this community is and his audience. What did he expect? A bunch of adults to be watching some kid's gameplay through? No. Look, as a content creator, you need to be aware of how you might influence or affect your audience, especially if it is a young audience. If you aren't, then you are a scummy content creator. Even more so in a community like this that has a lot of young and impressionable kids. And these same kids will definitely be influenced to do things based on your behavior as someone they look up to or are impressed by. Especially if you constantly beg them to donate on their streams and give you money. Every other Pizza Tower YouTuber does basically the exact same thing I do. $1, that is it. Him having such a high membership option is just exploitative. And also, in every single one of his streams, there is constantly a pinned message saying, please donate. Pretty much pinned the entire time. Even still, he constantly sets donation goals and then changes those donation goals to increase it when they start to get close to the goal. All of which eventually led to some likely kid blowing away a fuck ton of money over very real and not fake deaths. You couldn't even make this up if I tried. I can only hope that those donations were fake, because if not, I feel very bad for that person's family. Not to mention, GreenDude had also copied me and Milk for some of the streams he did where he was constantly begging people to donate. When Milk released a video where he beat a full lap on the Pizza Gauntlet in Lap Hell section, GreenDude then does a stream a few days later where he also tries Lap Hell section on the Pizza Gauntlet. You might think this is a coincidence, but he used the exact same song that Milk had used in his video. You couldn't be more obvious. And then he also copied me as well. I post a video doing Secrets of the World Lap 5 Lunatic mode. Come next few days, GreenDude does a stream doing the exact same thing. One of these could be written off as a coincidence, but both of these streams are just blatantly copying us. And so soon after our videos came out too, like only a few days afterwards. So it's quite obvious that GreenDude just does whatever he wants without a care in order to get the most attention and most money out of it. He also apparently said that he targets the US audience because they pay the best. Just what the fuck? He even did the classic thing of doing an @everyone in a Discord server to promote his channel. And I was in that server too. So when I got the ping, I had jokingly said KYS to it. Just that, nothing more. He then DMs me doing the most obvious suicide bait of all time. Bro had never talked about killing himself before this, and as soon as I say KYS to one message he does, he immediately says, I'm gonna do it. Seems legit, buddy. And another thing that GreenDude likes to do is create a bunch of alt accounts to talk in places where he's already been banned from or hidden in the comment section. Not only does this lack of care show in the content he makes, it also shows in the numerous amount of stuff he has stolen over the past half a year. When GreenDude was a part of Lap Hell Pizza Pursuit Stupid Edition, he got access to a lot of sprites before they were made public in Stupid Edition's release. Now, what does he do with this? He steals the sprites and he uses them in his own reskin of Lapel Pizza Pursuit without permission and without crediting the artists who made them. Not only did this reskin have a bunch of stolen stuff from Stupid Edition, but it also had several stuff that is not allowed when reskinning Lapel Pizza Pursuit, like off-screen indicators, which is directly modifying the difficulty of Lapel Pizza Pursuit, which is not allowed. He had even modified Stupid Edition in of itself, which again, he was not allowed to do. His sprite stealing didn't just stick with Stupid Edition sprites, no. He had also stolen sprites from other artists as well, and he used it in his thumbnails and videos without permission or crediting. He had even taken art from my Discord server. Back when GreenDude was in my Discord server, I had wanted to change the icon to a different piece of art from Pizza Face, which I thought looked better. Now, I had actually asked the artist to use this piece of art for that purpose, so a poll was made in my server so my members could see the new icon and if we should change it to that. GreenDude then comes along, takes the art, downloads it for himself, uses it in his video without knowing where it came from, nor crediting anyone. When the actual artist confronted him about it, he had said that he thought that I had made the art, which in that case, why didn't he credit me? He didn't even do the bare minimum. He had even asked the artist to just let it slide, to get zero consequences out of doing this. Even his girlfriend had used some stolen art. He couldn't even do the bare minimum. He just doesn't care for the consequences. And in all honesty, he hasn't gotten a lot of consequences out of all the stuff he has done to get to this point. So hopefully, after this video comes out, there will be some real consequences so that he can actually learn from all of the mistakes he made instead of just a slap on the wrist and move on. He had even used me in one of his videos without telling me, without asking me if I was okay with it. So now my face is there over the P rank as a Pog rank in one of his videos. At least he added me in the description, so I was made aware of this through the mentions feature in YouTube. He did the bare minimum there. Yay, good job. But again, he still did not ask me if I was okay with it, which I wasn't, by the way. I thought it looked really fucking stupid. He did not tell me once the video was out, nor did he give a shit when making the video. So often when it comes to GreenDude, he just does whatever he wants without giving a shit, which is just not okay, and I should not have to explain why. It's just shit behavior. And this brings me on to my next point, which is basically the peak of him not giving a shit about what he does, which is him saying the N-word in a VC. In a VC, in the Stupid Edition server, he had said the N-word because he thought it was funny, I guess. There were multiple ear witnesses in the VC that heard him say it, and if you don't believe me because I don't have an audio recording of when he said it, he even admitted to it. Him saying this was one of the reasons Stupid Edition collapsed as it did. He got kicked out of the Stupid Pursuers and lost a lot of people who were once his friends or acquaintances. This was the first time him doing shit without a care actually had some real consequences and backfire against him. Although clearly it wasn't enough because, as I explained earlier in the video, he's still doing scummy shit to this day. Granted, not saying the N-word, but is tricking your young and impressionable audience into donating their parents' money to you because you constantly beg for it by pinning messages asking for them to donate or setting donation goals on your streams really better. Now here's where we get to the question of if he can actually say the N-word, because if he can actually say it, there should be no problem anymore, even though he should have clarified that he could say it after he did, and the fact that he was so regretful of him saying it makes it very unlikely that he actually can. But let's search anyway. Looking on his community page, there was a picture he took of himself dressed up as Peppino for Halloween. Hey, I did that once, and now all of a sudden I don't like that costume anymore. Now, looking at his skin tone in the image, it looks like he is a little dark-skinned, although it could just be the lighting. Another picture I found of him is him holding a thumbs up. In this one, his hand looks a lot more light color, although it looks photoshopped in as hell too. But turns out none of this matters because a few streams later, he would do a face reveal and yeah, I don't think I need to say anything more on if he can say it. On top of all of the stuff I explained to you before, he has said that he wanted to admit to all of this stuff and actually move on from it and grow as a person, which would be great. But the problem is he constantly deletes a bunch of this shit as soon as he posts it, which includes him admitting to stalking an IRL friend and asking for nude photos of her. This is just insane. And the worst part is, he deleted this admission a few days later. He had made a video, a community post, and an announcement in his Discord server, all linking to a Twitter post he made admitting to having stalked an IRL friend. and a few days later, he deleted every single one of them. If you want to admit to something bad you did and actually move on from it, you don't delete it a few days later and hide it from everyone else who might not have seen it. You aren't admitting to shit if you do that. He's also made several community posts trying to make it seem like YouTube is a competition. Now, he says he's not trying to make it seem like that, but I do not believe that at all with some of the way he words this stuff. Especially in his sub milestone, where he overtook Dirty D David in subscriber count, where he was then, quote unquote, going for Jake next. And not to even mention him making a post every time he's close to the next subscriber goal, begging for more people to subscribe to him. Come on, one more, just one more, can we get some more subscribers? This man is really just trying to get the most attention possible and all the validation from admitting to something bad you did without any of the backlash that comes from admitting to something fucked up. That's not to even mention there's this weird community he's got going on in this Discord server. One in which his girlfriend had apparently DM'd him porn. And also there's apparently a Rule 34 image of him and his girlfriend Sona's having sex. Just what? What the fuck? Now the age of consent in Colombia might be 14. But that does not change the fact that someone under the age of 18 should not be seeing images of these kind at all. It is against the Discord TOS and is just downright disgusting in general. What I'm trying to highlight with all of this is, GreenDude just fucks around doing whatever he wants without a care for the shit he does or the potential consequences. He had even modified shit like Lap 10 Diamond Edition to add Secrets of the World Lap 10. Again, without permission, and it was before the official thing in V2. In pretty much everything he does it all without permission, which I shouldn't have to explain why that's shitty behavior. And he barely even bothers to credit properly most of the time, which again, I shouldn't have to explain why that's shitty. He just doesn't care at all, which is why he's such a problematic member of this community. The only thing he cares about is the attention and money he gets. There's absolutely zero passion behind what he does. Every single time he says he's actually going to try and be better, it is just a lie. When he admits to something shitty he did, he deletes it a few days later. And that's basically everything I wanted to say about GreenDude. Now, while I can't control the actions you do, I do hope this video informed you on what kind of person he truly is. I also hope that some actual consequences come to GreenDude because of this video, so that he actually tries and proves that he can be better. Before I end off this video though, I just want to say to not be a piece of shit yourself. That does not make you any better. But to those of you who stuck around this long, I hope you are now properly informed and aware of everything I had covered in this video. I do not tend to turn this channel into a drama channel, but as I said before, this is a video I've been wanting to make for such a long time now. So I'm glad that I could get all of that off of my mind and into your head. I should be returning to my regular videos soon, so stay tuned for that, and that's about it. See ya.